Glorious Stadium, my friends. Siko utur urhana aratakira. Welcome to day number 19 of being. Be, exist, illuminate, nothing, grace, isakahatigaria, or blissful existence, illuminating and nurturing grace, iskahariorto, our true essence. There's so many words for our true essence. Nihaka-arata, our true authentic self, our true nature. Niarata asihiko usho utukuryoto. In this series, day number 19, for 144 days, Kishko uturyoto, the imagery they gave me is that we're spiraling up the Great Pyramid to the edge of the matrix, poking our head through the hole for the axle in the hub of the Dharma chakra, using the Eye of Providence to look down, to view reality from a divine perspective. Nihakata rata. Hiso uku utur ushahi kuturo. And for most of the days, we've been doing it by breathing, by chanting, and by spending time with our inner being and allowing our inner being to show us what we're open to seeing today. And Spirit is driving this. They keep today. Today we're going to continue just the essence of Ashtavakra, and we're only going to breathe today. We're going to meditate. The default audio track will chant. You can chant if you want. Yeah, it's all up to you. The Jiv-Chaim will let us know when we're at the end. We'll breathe a few times. The audio track will continue with Om Ahung, the wisdom of the emptiness, or wisdom, emptiness, Hum, the union, or I am, we are. Let's just do the union of it, although it's Hum, self. Let's start redefining Hum instead of I am it, is the self. Taking a page out of Ashtavakra's Gita, because there is no me, there is no personhood. Well, there is, but your personhood is a factor of your mind. But when we drop the personhood, we become awareness. We become the self. The self is wisdom in the emptiness. Well, you already know what the title is. Right now, I believe the title is going to be living in awareness. Water is life, my friends. Tomorrow, we'll probably get back to chanting. I'll be by the fireplace. First chill's happening tonight. The first freeze. Anyway, this all started today because of yet another license plate. If you don't know me already, I love license plates. License plates give messages to me. Or Spirit delivers messages through license plates. My inner being sees license plates. I derive meaning from license plates at times. Today, it's kind of relevant. I saw a license plate. I'm looking at it. I'm going, Jiv-Chaim, life, or living life. And I'm just laughing. It's just like, we just talked about that yesterday. How can I see a license plate that says this? So then I'm engaging with Spirit and my mind going, okay, why did you send this to me? Living life. Okay, well, we went into Ashtavakra and we talked about we're not the earth. We're not the water. We're not the fire. We're not the air. We're not the space in between. We are awareness itself. And in Ashtavakra Gita, 17 chapters. Chapter 17 is about the true knowing. 1/3 of the Gita is chapter 17. The first 16 chapters are just getting us ready with ideas of living in awareness, being awareness. But because if we're in this reality, if we're in this matrix, if we're in this ever-changing environment, energy is going to ebb and flow, and we can be aware of it. We can observe it. We can witness it. We could just be awareness. I like the awareness, being awareness. Because seeking or observing sounds like work. This sounds like work. Oh my goodness. And the simple approach is being awareness. Okay. I think that's easier because I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Then, but what does this have to do with living life? We all think we know how to live life. And then I get reminded by another license plate as I'm going on in this conversation, this narration in my head, which, I believe is spirit. And besides, I'm trying to figure out what is this living life? How's it going to do? I knew it had to do with this video, but how am I going to talk about it? Then I see another license plate, KML, Kamala. Okay, Kamala is one of the goddesses in the Mahavidaya, Niaryashko Otoryochuko, one of the 10 goddesses. All the goddesses are at the same level. Okay? All the gods are at the same level. They're up there dwelling in awareness. They are awareness themselves. They have all these features. Kamala means lotus. And she's dwelling in the lotus. She is from Kali up to Kamala. According to certain traditions, it is the evolution of the goddess through each of the chakras and the higher dimensions into dwelling in the lotus. Each of the goddesses in each of the levels guides us as to how to overcome the burdens of living in this physicality, living in the tamas, dealing with our lower chakras, our muladhara, svadhisthana, our root chakra, our sacral chakra, our emotions, this earth, manipura, our desires and our wants. How do we deal with that so when we're only focused on that? This is what Kali is about, and the rebirth out of this dependency, the attachment, and the need of these things. Ashtavakra is talking about all those things, that you're not those things, and you can be liberated once you start becoming the true self. The true self. Not your true self. That is an identity of personhood. So I'm laughing when I see Kamala, and I'm going, okay, dwelling in the lotus. I already made a video about dwelling in abundance, this lotus. But this idea, ever since talking about Ashtavakra, I'm going, I need to change language to be unbound. This unbound awareness that is the self. So I'm going, okay, what's going on here? I start speaking a little bit of light language, and how am I gonna, how does Kamala play back into this Jiv-Chaim? Okay, thanks for. I also chuckled because it's using Hebrew and Sanskrit. And both words about life and living life. But the relevance is once we transcend this identity of self, and we're living or dwelling in the awareness like Shiva or Jiva, as we talked about yesterday. I think it was funny that they can be considered the same. And this is all that Ashtavakra is talking about, especially in chapter 17, the true knowledge. Niarasko otoro oto. Interestingly, all right, thank you. I was going to talk about Yoga Sutras, but they chime in and says, no, it's time for you to talk about the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita. Chapter 7. That's my favorite chapter, Iskohuroto, because that's where Krishna is talking about the Jiva-Bhutam, and finally gets to talking about the physical nature of the power and the magical power of the 5 elements. But when he gets to, there's a superior one, this Jiva-Bhutam, and we talked about that the other day. And this livingness, this living energy that we can be, we can dwell in, we can be the awareness in it, of it, all of it, allow it to flow through us and be aware of it. To me, I've always attached the word observer and witness and seer as more of a desire of experience. And Ashtavakra's advice is to shun the experience, because that's based in feeling, and that is all of the mind. So how are we supposed to live our lives where we've been programmed our whole lives, and we've used to living our lives the way we live our lives? And this transcending the idea of self and then become awareness is an interesting idea. How do I do that and still live this life that I think I want to live? Confusion in light language. Now, the Yoga Sutras. Yes. So, in the fourth fourth residence. I like the word residence. I love the residence. Not necessarily the foot to stand on, and maybe you're standing on 4 feet. All you yoga teachers, you know how you describe what it is. This kevalya, niyarasa atururu, this pada of what? Is it liberation? Is it, how do you guys describe it? I remember describing it a couple days ago, I see it as the fulfillment, living, dwelling, this pada as a residence. We're dwelling in the fulfillment of alignment. Niyaraska achuru uro sakatara asuta. And interesting that Pada 4, verse 25 starts talking about this inquiries where we're stopping to see ourselves as the self, where we're seeing ourselves as the self, as awareness. And there's only so many shlokas left that can help us along our way. But if we get to the point, though, see, this is the beauty of how these sutras are defined and laid out. When we get to the point where we have lost this identity of self and of the personhood, and we adopt this self of awareness. When we do this, there is no attachment. We can't attach anymore. It's impossible, because the dualities of attachment and attempting to non-attach and the attachment, they go away because we're just aware. All the opposites cease to have meaning or hold or attachment on the self of awareness. So then 25 to 30 to the end, 34, deal with, okay, now you're living in awareness. What? But how much, once you're living in awareness, how much real concrete advice can anyone give that's meaningful? Meaning, all it means is, because once you're there, the difference between tamas, rajas, and sattva, the differences disappear. They are all the same at that point. And the matter and the energy, we just see it, and we see the flow, and we're aware. We're aware. It's the worst meaningless term until you're aware, and then it's the most fruitful term. Kasi uturu utananata ashihikotoro. And no matter how many words I say, we'll get it when we'll get it, and we'll lose our sense of personhood when we lose our sense of personhood. In the meantime, we got to live our life. But then when we live in awareness, living this life of awareness, where you see, where you honor everything that's going on, we're not attaching to anything. We see that, oh, that's your issue. Oh, that's your viewpoint. Oh, we're walking along the same path. I'm joyful no matter what path I walk on. I'm enjoying our interaction together. This is where our paths diverge. Thank you very much for the conversation and your viewpoints. And we're not attaching, yet in constant enjoyment and bliss. Interestingly, during the whole, thank you. During the whole Shine series, repeated references to the Brahma Vihara, the four walls of the abode of God, of our heart. This compassion, this loving kindness, this harmony, this joy. They're all part of this awareness. And when we all converge at the tip of this great pyramid, at the Anda, this, they say it as a seed, I see it as a hole, in where our axle of alignment goes through. Okay? When we're in true alignment, we know self, we don't know left or right. We're aware of left and right. And this is where the true knowledge then begins and happens. I realized when becoming a Reiki master that, no, I didn't know everything. To me, that's when I became the student of Reiki and energy. And it was every moment was a new experience with Reiki and the energy, and there's commonalities and there's non-commonalities. There's unique experiences. And celebrating the unique and being wonderfully surprised all the time it's a very interesting state to be in if we're not used to it. living in awareness. Nihakatakaryasa aturu urutuka. There's not much more to say. Usaha kachichskavarata. So let us tata arasanaya katakara ata. So let us relax. I invite you to lie down or sit in seated meditation. As we begin to focus our awareness on our breath, as we begin to focus awareness on the breath, as we elongate the breath and deepen the breath, as we focus awareness also allowing awareness. Aware of the breath out. Aware of the breath in. Aware of the sound. Aware of the sensations. Aware of the feelings. Aware of the temperature. Focusing awareness on the heart. On the self. Allowing awareness natural breath. No effort. Awareness alone. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Padme Hum. Om Mani 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 Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. here for as long as you like. Maybe pause or replay a portion of the video to spend more time in the energy. When you are ready, slowly bring awareness back to the here and now. Maybe wiggle fingers and toes, maybe shrug shoulders, maybe invite in gentle movement. And when ready, slowly open the eyes and welcome in the new now. Hututu uhuta ara. Ishahaka atahata isahari arahana aso uku tor hotar arsanahita karayata. Congratulations, my friends. Completion of day number 19. Kaasi kotor unahata karahata. Kasi ikutur una saika asaika shiutur utanahata karahata. Journaling is encouraged. Niurosa aka ashi ikatar hatata. Journaling helps reflection. Niarasa akatakaryatata. Observation. Tracking progress. Maybe understanding a new perspective from this moment in a future moment. Does not matter how this journaling is accomplished. Emails, pen and paper, audio, recording video, light script, light language, capturing observations. They shared a lot. Observed a lot. Say that. Akatido. Aware of a lot. Many energies of many people. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Different ways of explaining awareness, different ways of a bunch of times of nothing. Peace. Times I thought it was important, but yet I can't remember, so it wasn't that important. So, thank you for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on from the inner being. Oh, okay, thank you. Now they chime in again. Again, this Brahma Vihara. Many times we have these emotional attachments, emotional triggers to the ideas of loving kindness, to harmony. Do I have to be in harmony? Do I have to adopt this loving kindness? Do I have to adopt this compassion? There's a lot of have tos and shoulds around those emotional attachments, triggers, and this joy. Do I have to be this blissful, super blissful joy, this over happy person? The Brahma Vihara Brahmavihara, this concept, doesn't mean that you have to or you should. They're stating the four ideas of Brahmavihara, which is already inside you, which is already describing your heart center, your self, or the self. When living in the awareness, living as the self, living as awareness itself, this loving kindness is a part of this awareness that is natural and effortless without judgment. This compassion is a part of this awareness, a part of how one interacts after one experiences this experience. Yeah, it's not an experience. This awareness is what it is. Awareness / understanding, a knowing beyond knowing, beyond description. This harmony is no longer a goal. We're not reaching for it. As we gently spiral, as we gently tune our vibration in this alignment to our joy by doing joyful things, the finer the tuning. At the beginning, we have these gross tunings as we spiral in. And when we think we're all harmonized, and then we have this big epic event, and then we spiral all the way out here, and then we spiral in again. It's part of our human condition. This this human experience. And then when we are in the fine-tune mode, because we're not attaching to the experiences, to the happenings. We're witnessing, observing, we're aware of them. Although that sounds, dispassionate. Many people, I want to live life with passion. Yep, that's why this title is Jiv-Chaim. Jiv-Chaim. Two languages. Yeah, I love my guides. Living awareness or living in awareness. When we're in this fine-tuning, it is this bliss. It's a different understanding of bliss. Because when we think of bliss as a human, we're thinking it, and we think of it as a person, there's emotion attached to it. There's achievement attached to it. There's success, satisfaction. There's all these other emotions attached to it. In awareness of self, in awareness of environment, in awareness of happenings. We just call them happenings because they're not happening to us, they're not happening from us, they're happenings. It's not experience anymore. It's not. It's awareness. Cyclical definition. One moment at a time. One flow at a time. Again, thank you for sharing in my highest bliss. Shine on. From being, inner being, the being of self, and make it a great day. Aska atakataoro otokoro. Because why leave it up to anyone else? Asahaka asha isohuku uturu orsa ana icha atahara harkaheta.